I'm in a groove state of mind. 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 I'm in a groove state of mind.
Quiero tequila, señor, por favor.
I'm in a groove state of mind. Moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. Stepping up my game. I'm a groove student, yes I am. You do, I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm
Tequila,
moving,
señor, por
yes I
favor.
am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. GrooveAsia inspires me. The most and daydream. I've been in my dream. Working at the scene. I'm feeling groove-licious. You know who I am. Now is my time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm letting go, rise up and we go. There's magic in the air, I feel it everywhere. I've got my groove on, who knows who I am. Now it's time to have a groove state of mind. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Time to bust the move. Get me your own beat. The groove where life can go so sweet. Groove has got my back. Groove is telling me there's magic in my mind. I'm grooving all the time. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. Groove, 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 groove. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving.
Hello and welcome to GrooveAsia's day two of the 5 day challenge. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So glad that you are here joining us live here with the in Groove Asia's 5 day challenge. We're going to be digging deeper into Groove Mail. So, this is all about email alchemy and about Groove Mail, and we're getting tips and tricks and how to use it, or pretty much just how to use it, how to use the information. And today is a really important part because we're going to be talking about forms and forms and getting those things set up. So we are so super excited that you are here with us today, and we're going to get started in just a moment. Now, if you have any questions, put them in the chat box. We'll be able to answer your questions here today. And by you being live, you get that privilege. And also, our trainer here today is going to be none other than Nick Lacani. Nick Lacani is going to be teaching us today, as you have heard him a little bit yesterday. And if you were here last month when he did a training on Groove pages, you know he was super awesome. Now, if you don't know him, Nick is a dynamic force revolutionizing online education. As a Toastmasters of the Year, he led the digital transformation of Toastmasters International in the UK and Ireland during the COVID pandemic. And with a background as a successful college lecturer, trainer, and technical director, Nick now passionately guides businesses for online success. Now, in 2024, he does aim to offer effective training courses here at GrooveAsia, shaping attendees' journeys towards financial freedom. And since you are attendee here, we are talking and speaking to you. And again, we are glad that you are here. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to Nick Lacani and put your hands together as we welcome him to the stage. Hello, Nick.
Hey, Karen, thank you for the fantastic intro. Hey, there's a few people in the room over here I recognize. Hi, Johan, Judy, Sherry, Eriki, I hope I've spelled that right, and also, obviously, Karen and Peter. Karen is our program director today. Thank you very much for the setup. And I am very excited to be here today. Ask me why, Johan. Ask me why. Well, okay, I heard you. Well, I'm excited because not only am I going to bake you a cake, I'm going to show you the cake already made, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. How's that for living in a virtual reality, right? And that's what we're going to do today. And in order for, before we start, I'm just going to cover the kind of subjects that we're looking at today, in specifically the topics I'm going to cover today, and I'm going to explain how I'm going to actually go and deliver it as well. All right. Now, give me a thumbs up. Can you see my screen? Okay, thumbs up recognized. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Now, we've got all this week, we have a Groove Mail, and obviously the title is Email Alchemy. Fabulous work with the marketing team there. And today is day 2, and we're looking at crafting conversions. We want to have some sort of ability to, for example, do some lead generation. We want to collect email addresses. And I'm going to show you one example of how you can do it. Therefore, we're going to look at the idea of using a form, getting email addresses, and then adding those to a list, adding some tags, and also we're going to look at things like segments and other aspects of the Groove Mail under the hood functionality as well. Okay, we're going to look at the form itself, and there's a lot of things to step through, including single opt-in against double opt-in, what the differences are. I think that's very important because in this day and age, you don't want to go and have a bad reputation for your domain. That doesn't mean that people are talking about you. It means that computers aren't letting your emails enter the inboxes of people in your list. That's quite serious, isn't it? Therefore, it's very important. One of the ways in which you can stop that is to use double opt-in. I'm going to use the basic email editor in the GrooveMail module, and also work out ways in which we can deliver things, including, for example, a PDF that we have in other parts of the Groove platform. Okay, so we're going to have a look at some of these items on here. And in reality, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you, I'm going to explain this to you in a number of different ways. But basically, the way in which, if I show you what we have on here, oh, we didn't want that. I'll take that away. Now, what we have here is we have the Groove platform. And as you can see, one of the things that I'm going to do is you all have these, right? Or most of you should have these and a paid account as well. And notice that I've got two windows open here. One needs reloading, which is just the Groove Pages element, all right? So I've got two windows here because I'm going to be nipping in and out of two different parts of the platform, okay? Sometimes I'll do work like this. I usually try to only have one tab open, but sometimes I do work with two on there. Now, the other thing I want to show you is, do you remember last month where we did Groove Pages? And we actually went and created a website like this, didn't we? Yes, you remember the logo? We created global blocks so that for the menus, we created a number of things on here, okay? And what I've done is I've gone and created a way by which we can actually have a form on the page here. Can you see that? We've got some text, we've got a form, and if I fill that form in, it's going to send me a report in PDF format. Are we good with that, Johan? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, we want to learn how to do that. Okay, that's brilliant. Now, rather than showing you bit by bit and then building up to it, there are lots of steps to go through, and I don't want to lose anybody. Therefore, what I've decided to do is to show it working so that you know it works, and I'm going to show you how to build it. Is that okay with you? Fantastic. All right. So in this particular case, and in fact, anybody can do this right now. Tech-led-growth. Just go to the home page there, come to the form, put in your first name, and put in an email address. So in this case, here's one I made earlier, like that, and then click on submit. And what's going to happen is it's going to go to a new page. Now notice that I kept the header the same because I didn't want anybody to be confused as to where they are. And if you did notice, this is a picture actually, which is already on the home page. Okay. And what the message over here is, nearly ready. Please check your inbox. You'll receive a verification email within 10 minutes. So I don't want anybody to panic before the 10 minutes is out. Click on the link to confirm your email address. So therefore, once you actually find your email, you will find that there will be something in there for you to look at. Well, guess what's happened? And right now, if I show you my email, and there's the person sending it over here, if I can just, okay, it's not going to let me do that. So it's actually a user called hello@sellyourcourse, and one more step to access your report. And then the preview of it is open it now and save yourselves. Okay, I'm not being dramatic, am I, really? Well, let's open up the email, shall we? And it uses my first name. Hi, Nick. We just need you to confirm your subscription by clicking on this link. Thanks, Nick Lakhani. Okay, that's great. Well, click here. And then it will come up with the next email again. Same header, different picture. I believe I've used that on a different part of the website. Your email is confirmed. Your report has been sent. Please check your inbox within 10 minutes. Enjoy reading the report. Now, obviously, look, I've kept things very simple here, haven't I? You can put in other messages. You can put in, join my Facebook community. You can put in whatever the next call to action is that you want. And also, in the next challenge, shall I give it away, Karen? Well, okay, I'll just mention that in our next challenge in March, we possibly may be looking at funnels and tinkering with a little bit with upsells and bumps and things like this. So there may be an element of funnels here. Now, today it's funnel light, so very, very small. But next month, we're going to do a whole week on funnels. Okay, you didn't hear that from me. Now, it says on here, check your email. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Oh, inbox 1. That was quick, wasn't it? Here's your registration report, or here's your reputation report. Now, those of you who watched the recording from yesterday, I actually have a PDF, which is all about domain reputation and using it in terms of your email strategy, your email marketing strategy. And well, this is the PDF. There you go. Okay, so for some reason I didn't get the right first name in there. Okay, well, that's fine. That's the little thing that we can look at. Congratulations on ordering your reputation report. See the download link below. Make sure you read it and apply it to your email marketing strategy. Fantastic. Download it here. Okay, cross your fingers. Download it here. It opens up a new page. And on here, it says, there's a PDF on there called Test Reputation Management. Download it. And there you go. If I open up my downloads folder, and you can see on here, 13th, 2216, which is local time for me, double click on it, and it opens up to this window here. That's the PDF that you can download. All of you can do it right now. I'm not sure how many days it's going to be up, but at least right now it's up and running. So, you can actually go ahead and do that. All right. So you get the idea that we are going to be able to create something that will enable us to collect people's email addresses as for lead generation. But in return, you're giving them something that they think is valuable. So, for example, it could be on I know I did a simple page on the homepage, but you could have put in the benefits of having the report or the type of information that it has on the reports, etc., etc. Okay. Therefore, lots of things are going on there, and we're happy to do that. Okay. Therefore, one of the things that we're going to do is I'm going to show you right now how to go through those steps. All right. Therefore, let's go to the dashboard, and I want you to put into the chat. I can't see the chat, Karen, but if anybody answers, let me know, please. Where do we upload the PDF? Which of these, is it pages, cell, mail, member, video, blog, card, or webinar? Which one of these do I go into to upload the PDF that I want to share with everybody who wants it? Any ideas? Do we have any answers on there? I can't see the right.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay, well, we can wait. We got time. Your hand's thinking away there. Oh, hopefully it is.
Derek says
Sorry?
Pages. Johan
Right.
says GrooveMail.
Okay, well, look, sorry, fellas. It's not Pages or Mail. Well, obviously, it's Member, right? Groove Member. Well, okay, maybe not so obvious. Well, on Groove Member, one of the things that we can do is look at files. The reason why they've kept it in there, the reason for me as a course success strategist, that why it's there is that when you create online courses, one of the things you want to be able to allow people to do is to download PDFs, JPEGs, and other files. That's why it makes sense for it to be here. Okay, and that again is another 5-day challenge for further down the 2024. However, let's go into this. Under Files, click on it once, and you can see that that PDF that I put on there, Test Reputation Management, is right there. Right there. Okay, so therefore, upload file, top right-hand corner. Let's go to upload. Let's give it a name, and we're going to call this one 5-day challenge rep report. Okay. Now, you could add categories in there and so on. I'm not going to bother with that. But when we actually go and do more work on this for later on in 2024, I will explain what categories are and how to work with them. Okay. In this case, all I need to do is to either select the file or drag and drop it onto there. So let's go to select file and let's go to downloads. And you can see on here, domain reputation and SMTP drivers. That's the PDF. Open. Okay. Now we're happy with that. Click on upload. It takes a few seconds and there it is, ready for action. Now, one of the things that we can do is that drop down list where it says actions. We can go and edit it, obviously, but I'm going to go and copy the URL. Now, just to test it, if I now go to a new tab and then paste that URL, what do you think is going to happen? Well, we're going to see the page that we saw a couple of minutes ago. Like so. So we know that bit works, correct? Fantastic. Okay. That bit works. Brilliant. Okay. Now we can come out of Groove Member and let's go into Groove Mail. Now, one of the things that I want to do is, again, just recapping briefly what we did yesterday. Yesterday was about the SMTP drivers or the services, and the fact that Peter and I did give you information, mostly Peter, on Amazon SES, which is one example of how you can get your emails from the system, Groove system, into people's inboxes, just like I showed you a minute ago. And I chose SendGrid because that's the one I mainly use. As well as GrooveMail, but as you can see on here, GrooveMail is going to be discontinued for at least for a while, okay? And therefore, there's more information on here. So if you see this on your platform, go to that. It'll give you more information. And the session that we ran yesterday, I would advise you to look at SendGrid, set it up, and also look at Amazon SES and set that up as well. And it's always good to have two systems like that, just in case one fails. For example, if you add a payment gateway, if you add PayPal, for example, I would also add Stripe, just in case one is not working at any given time. Always good to have a fallback plan, okay? Now, in this case, this is GrooveMail. I'm just going to get rid of that orange box there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to see that. And on the left-hand side, obviously that's the navigation to different modules, but on there's a toolbar here. Can you see this? All right. Now, one of the things that we did yesterday was we went to senders. And this is where to add senders. Now notice you can't see what's on my screen because I've got demo mode. I am demoing this to people outside of my organization, and I do not really want to show data that is important to me. But in this case, I'll make an exception just for Johan, okay? So I'm going to take that demo mode off, and you can see that I've got 3 senders set up here. One of them is this one here, which is the one that was sending the emails to me a few minutes ago. That's the one, okay? So that's the one I'm going to use today solely. All right. Now, I'm going to switch demo mode on again. Now, this time, I want to look at forms. All right. Yeah, and if I go to forms, click on forms. Now, here, we're going to set up the form. And today, the front end of it, the thing that your visitor on your website or your lead has seen is the form, okay? And this is very, very important because you can not only adjust the way it looks, you can also adjust in the background the way it behaves. And that's why we're here today. Therefore, just as an example, I'm going to show you this one here called GrooveCM. And if I click on the drop-down list, preview, after a couple of seconds, it shows me, oh, that's nice. It's a nice blue colored form, white writing, 2 boxes, first name and email, and submit. Now, I want you to remember this, first name above email. Okay, just remember that. Now, I've gone and created that and then made changes to it, and then it does things behind the scenes for me. Brilliant. Okay, now let's come out of preview. Here, we're going to create a new form. So therefore, you can create a new form. Just there, give it a name. I'm going to call this 5DC, so 5-day challenge. And I'm going to put a hyphen in there saying reputation report. Now remember, you are an entrepreneur. You have to think like an entrepreneur. You have to think about scaling. And one of the things to remember is that it may not just be you using this system. You may have a VA or an assistant or a partner that is going to be working on this systems as you grow bigger and scale up your business. Therefore, put nice little codes at the beginning so that everybody knows what it is. So in this case, 5DC reputation report. Save and continue. And you can see on here that there are 5 steps. And we're on step number 1, build a form. Well, on here, it allows you to add another field. Remember, the more fields you add on to simple forms like this, the less likely somebody is going to be able to or willing to fill it in. So think about the data you're asking first. Initially, I want their email address and they can have my report. Very simple, very clear. I just need their first name and their email address. That's it. But notice that the email is above the first name. Remember I mentioned that a minute ago? And what you can do is to, let's just drag it down. There. First name is now above email. Did you see that? It's some sort of logic. I don't know why it's like that, but I always prefer first name email. It's I don't know, ingrained in me. Notice there's a submit button and it says interested in our newsletter, ? And then it's got a subheading there as well. Fine, we're happy with that so far. Click on next. And now we're into the design. Now what that actually means is the design, the look of the form. Therefore, you've got different things that you can click on and then make changes to. For example, if I go to the right-hand side where the toolbar is here, the style bar, and click on the arrow next to form, and have a look at this, the text color, the background color. Well, the background color, what I'm going to do is, if I can actually just do this for a second. I've actually got a particular color that I want. So in this case, we're going to have this one here. So let's change the background color. Oh, in fact, that's the one I wanted anyway. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's make it a darker blue. Okay. All right. Are we good with that? And then click on the tick to apply it. All right. Transparency, 80%. Well, you know what? Let's make it a bit darker. Let's not make it transparent. Look at that. So you change the way the look of the form so that it goes with or it pops out of your website or your landing page. And in this case, that's fine. Now, where it says text color is white. Well, I actually want the main title in white, but then I want the next, the subtitle in red. Can I do that? Well, go to advanced mode, click that on there. And can you see on here, suddenly heading is here and subheading is here as well. Therefore, if I go to, I'm going to leave that, the heading in there, the subheading, add customization, color, And in this case, I'm going to choose a nice red color. Therefore, here's one I made earlier. I'm going to type it into the hex code and tick, and it's just made it red. Okay, so because I've got a dark blue, it's not going to show up very well. All right, so well, we can work around that. What we are going to do is we're going to go to make it bold, and we're going to increase the text size. There you go. All right, so that's fine. Let's make it 18 was good. All right. Now, you get the idea. You can change the way things look. Are we happy with that? Okay, you know what? That's fine. Now, but I do want to change the text here, though. Therefore, notice what I put into the homepage here. Enhance your reputation. You can even just copy from here, and also download your free report. Control C there. Okay. With this, enhance your reputation, and download your free report. Now, you see that that red color is not really doing very much for me. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it back to white. Oh, let's try it again. And we can even do it here. That's fine. You get the idea. And with this enhance your reputation, we can add a customization and make this one a little bit bigger there. That's fine, 30. Okay, you get the idea. Now, I'm going to click on next. You can obviously do other things on there. Now, here's the very important bit. All right, so let me just stop sharing for a minute. And let me talk to everybody on here. All right, so the thing that I want you to recall and remember is that we've got a form over here that people look at. They're going to type in their information. That information is going to go into a list. It's a list. That's it. It's a list. At the same time, you can put it in the list, but then attach particular tags to it. Now, tags, when we use computers or the internet, are very, very useful because it helps you remember, and it helps the system remember who this person is, what product were they interested in, what products or services or free downloads they downloaded, what type of, for example, type of services are they looking for? Whatever it is, it helps you remember and helps you find them quickly. Imagine having 1,000 people on your list, and you want to say, I want to find everybody who's downloaded the reputation report. Well, okay, fine. Well, you can go through manually and look through the lists until you find them. And then you say, oh, I want to then do something with that list or those number of people. Okay, and that's called segmenting. Okay, cutting your data into segments. And that's interesting too. Therefore, I want you to think about this. You are the CEO of your business. You decide how many lists you have. For example, somebody downloading a free report, you could say, okay, they go into, free download report list. Okay, there you go. That's the list. Then anybody buying something for $7 on your website, you can say, well, they can go to the small customer list. That's fine. And then somebody buying something for $250, they can go to the big customer. Well, that's great, except you'll be having lots and lots of lists. What if you quickly want to find everybody who's bought something from you over a period of time, or over $7 or something like that? So there's ways and means that you can do that if everybody is in the same list. So this is where you will decide and draw it out, plan it out. Where will everybody go? Now, to be honest, a lot of the time, I just put people on one particular list, and then rely on my skills to make sure I put the right tags in there, and then my skills to ask the right questions or to interrogate it or segment the data so that it picks out the right information for me. Now, I'm very experienced with that. I've used CRMs. We increased the, for example, a few years, 10 years ago, we sold a business where we increased the value of the business by probably £1 million. Just the fact that we had a fantastic CRM set up with 50,000 clean records, people with fabulous information all about what they're interested in, what they've done, what they bought, all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So I'm experienced with that. If you're not sure, then create separate lists. It's up to you. But if you're able to put tags on it, then try that. And then you'll learn from it as you go along. Okay. Right. I just wanted to warn you about that particular thing. Let's get back to the show. And here we go. Therefore, you can see on here, select the list you want to assign and drop down list. And here's one I created earlier, 5DC master list. That's the one I'm going to use. Click. Okay. If I wanted to, I could add another one in here, or more than one actually, but I'm not going to do that right now. Well, actually, you know what? Tell you what. Let's create a new list. I'm going to do it from here, and I'm going to call this reputation, if I can spell. Reputation report. Okay. And master list. Okay. Two lists. What tags do you want to assign? What tags do you want to assign? Well, click on the radio button there, and let's create a new tag. And we're going to call this rep report. We can add a description. It's up to you. And category, one of the things I put on here is marketing. Okay, let's use marketing. That's fine. And we can even create new categories here as well, but I'm not going to cover that right now. But that's fine. Create tag. Oh, description required. All right, if in doubt, then just paste this in like this, right there. Thank you. Okay, so at any point, you can go to these two lists that we've used and quickly find anybody who's actually had the rep report, because we just added a tag. Okay, and you could have 5 of these different lead generation PDFs or more even. You can have a number, any number. Now, this is important. Your friend and mine, Peter, tomorrow and Thursday, depending on where you are. So day 3, day 4, he's going to be covering different things. And one of those things is going to be sequences. So I'm going to leave this bit to him. Okay. Sequences are when you must have had this, where you sign up for some information, and then every 3 days or every week or every month, you get a regular email from this particular person or this particular company. That's what they are, sequences. Okay. And he'll explain a lot more in a lot more detail as well. So in this case, I'm going to say no sequences. Right. This is the most important thing here today. Opt-ins. One of the things I want you to look at is you can have a single opt-in. That's fine. And if you wanted to do it like this, that's fine. It's up to you. It's your business. You're the CEO. I would recommend that you do a double opt-in. There's a number of reasons for that. Number 1, it's better for your reputation. Number 2, it means that you confirm somebody's email address. Number 3, you look more professional and people appreciate that you're going to look after their data, as well as other reasons why. But those, to me, are the 3 main reasons. Therefore, I'm going to go to double opt-in. And on here, who is the sender going to be? Well, we talked about this before, right? So it's hello@syc, right? Subject. So here we're going to put in something along the lines of FD. I'm just for you. I'm going to put this code on here so that you know this is an email now. 5DC rep report verification. Now, obviously, you would put something in. You can put something in there like, "Hey, your report is almost due." You get the idea, right? So you are almost there. Actually, let's put that in there. Actually, let's put something more in English. Okay. Great. Now, just confirm your email address. Okay, you get the idea. Okay. All right, so that's the subject line, that's the preview line. I'm going to use the basic email editor. Keep it simple. And notice it's got text already in there. We just need you to confirm your subscription by clicking on the link. Okay, but before that, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to put dear, insert variable, first name. That's it. So it'll automatically put their first name in. And on here, it's going to go, I'm just going to say thanks and the home team. There you go. Right. So obviously you can put in your name or your company's name, etc., whatever you wish, or even more information. But what I would suggest is keep this simple, and so that it doesn't go on and on and on, because nobody wants to see this right now. They just want to know that, yes, I've confirmed my email. Then when they click on it, a new page will appear on the screen. If you wanted to test out this email, you could send a test email, which we're not going to do right now. Now, here I'm going to get you confused. Confirmation page email, success page, confirmation page URL, success page URL. Well, let me just save this. And here, I'm going to go to web pages. And here, I'm going to show you. And remember, we know all about this, how to do this, because we created pages last time. What I've done is I've gone and created 2 pages, which aren't in the menu because I've hidden them. One of them is a verification email. The other one's a confirmation email. All right. So verification, if I click on it here, it says, great, nearly ready. Please check your inbox. You'll receive a verification email within 10 minutes. So that means that when somebody puts their name and email address in and clicks submit, they are going to see this page. I didn't want to put too much information on, but just for, I put a picture on here of, somebody who's on the homepage, but also the top, because of the header, looks the same as the homepage. They know they're in the right place. And then I want them to go to their inbox, and that's fine, right? But that is called the verification page. However, in GrooveMail, it's actually referred to as the confirmation page. It's not confusing at all, is it? Okay, so in this case, if I just go right. So if I go and fill this in again, as I did before, I'm going to show you that it looks like that. And that's the page. Can you see that? So I highlight the whole page. I have created it. You know how to do it. And therefore, once I do that, confirmation, put it in there. Notice I put verification and then some sort of random number, which isn't the same number as the next page, which I've got, okay? Therefore, in the meantime, if I go to my email and one more step to access your report, all right, remember that, and click here, and that's the confirmation page. Notice that the letters and numbers I put at the end are different. I don't want anybody guessing what the confirmation is, all right? Therefore, the success URL is this one here. So please get the order correct. Verification, confirmation. Are we good with that? Give me a thumbs up. Anybody who can see me.
I don't know where you're getting the URLs to put in there. How are you finding those?
Because I've created the pages already. Sorry, you're muted, Karen.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you created the page, but I
sorry.
mean, isn't it like isn't it the same template? Isn't it? Are you talking about the URL for the template itself? This.
Oh, so sorry, Carolyn. Yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, that was Carolyn. So, okay, let me just stop what I'm doing there, and I will explain in more detail. Right, can you all see me now without interruption? What I've done is I've created 2 extra pages on Groove pages, okay? I don't know whether you've had a chance to go through the 5-day challenge for the pages or whether you know how to do that already. I've created 2 new pages, one for the verification element and one for the confirmation. What we can do, if you're interested, on maybe if we have time on Friday, I may have time to actually just show you how I did that. Would that be a good idea? Or it's on day 5 rather, day 5. Okay, yep, thanks very much on that. So I will show you how to do that, but go back to last month's 5-day challenge. I've already shown people how to create a page on that. So we put some text in, put a picture in, and even put buttons and other things in there as well. For now, all I wanted was a bit of text and a picture. That's it. Okay, we're trying to keep within time to give you the information about the Groove Mail. All right. Okay, so look, let's go and share my screen again. And right. Okay, so therefore, let's just recap that bit. Basic email editor, put some information in there, and then you've got the first name will automatically be used, as we saw in my email. The first box is the confirmation. It says confirmation in there, but it's actually the verification. It says success there. That's actually the confirmation. Okay. And are we good with that? Yes. Now, on here, welcome email, SMS settings, and you could send a welcome email message. Right? Okay. You know what? Let's do that. Let's send a welcome message. Once they've gone to their email and confirmed their email, then a few minutes later, it will actually, like it did for me, send a welcome email. Therefore, let's put the sender in again. It's SendGrid, hello, subject, super congrats. How about that? There you go. And your download link is enclosed. Brilliant. Basic email editor again, keep it simple. And here I'm going to put, hi there. Thank you for opting to receive the super duper rep report. Download it here. Cheers, the team. Okay, right. Now download it here. I'm going to highlight that. And can you see the little link, hyperlink button here? Click on that. And here I'm going to paste in. Remember we copied the link for that download file, for that Adobe file, the PDF file? Well, let's find it again. And I believe there it be. There you go. Right. Done. I can even send a test email with this. That's fine. And then that's cool. That's fine. Perfect. That is everything I need to do apart from forward responses. Yeah, you know what? Let's forward the response. Who do you want it to go to? Well, if the person sending it is this email address, may as well send it to them as well, right? That's fine. Next. Okay, now on here, integrations. This is important. And again, if, for example, you were working with your memberships, again, we're not going to look at this because we're not at the moment. You can add something in here. If you have integrations with other tools, you can actually add anything on here, webhook and files as well. All right, so there's a number of things that you can do on here. I'm not going to go through this. This is a little bit more advanced, okay? Click on next. Congratulations. It's done. Brilliant. Let's finish it. Notice that the form we created is called FDC Reputation Report. Okay? Are we good with that? Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to go to my home page, which is home over here. And down here, this is what the one I made earlier. Okay, well, let me go and edit this very briefly. I'm going to put let's put a red background on there so that we know that this has already been done. I just want to put it on there. Right. Now, what you can do to add a new block in here, and this is the way I did the one above. I said, right, all I want is a simple block, empty block with 2 columns, and then I'm going to put some text on this side. I'm going to put the form on this side. That's all I did. Therefore, let's put it at the bottom of the page, just above the header, and click on the plus sign. And remember last time we did the challenges, we had lots of items on this side to put in terms of blocks. Well, in this case, I'm going to choose an empty block with 2 columns like this. Click once, and after a few seconds, it will show you the 2 columns and with the 2 containers in there. And on the left-hand side, I'm going to put some text. Therefore, what did I have on there? It was like a header and some text, yes? Therefore, I'm going to go to Elements and Text. I'm going to put a header. In this case, I'm going to make it H2. And then I'm also going to add in a paragraph. And let go. Let's just click on the X there. Now here, I'm going to put in something along the lines of, download your super duper rep report. Obviously, look, you're going to make it more professional sounding and with all the nice words in there, SEO friendly, etc., etc. Okay. Now, here on the text, just fill in this form below, and you will have instant access to our report. Okay, obviously you can put more text in there. Now let's change the way that it looks. I'm going to go to the text here. I'm going to make it nice big report, 24, size 24 here perhaps. I'm going to make it centered. I'm going to make it bold. I could even change the color of it. It would be helping if I put that as a lowercase o. Now also, I'm going to create some space here. And I'm going to put 20 above and below. And same thing on here. And we're going to go to spacing, 20 above and below. And right, okay. Well, what happens here? Here is where I put in the Groove Mail form. Go to Elements, Groove Apps, Groove Mail Form. Click and drag it and drop it where the red line is now into that empty container. Let go. And it takes a couple of seconds, and there it is. Now, that's a generic placeholder. If I go to the settings here, and here it says use presets from GrooveMail. Yep, that's what I want. Next, select which form you want. Well, let's click on the drop-down list. That's the one we've just created. Click on it. And on here, select from preset. It's the default style. When you're happy with that, when you've done that, update and close. It takes a couple of seconds. Actually, I was having difficulty with this earlier on. It did take a few seconds. Let me see if I can now save this. Okay, so let me just refresh this. I think it's just having a little glitch. Let me just look at that. And there it is. Okay. Now, also, I'm going to change the way that it's laid out. That's the block. We know it's a block because of the plus signs, top and bottom. And on here, I'm going to go to spacing. And I'm going to put 30 above and below. And on the form, spacing, and put 20 on there as well. Right. Okay. Now, it looks good on there. Well, I tell you what, the text on here, I can select that container, go to layout, vertical, and make it centered and centered there. See that? Okay. Now, obviously, you can put whatever text in there you want as well. Now, what does it look like? Well, it looks like that on a desktop machine, but what does it look like on a mobile? Click on this button here, scroll down to the bottom, and that's what it looks like. That's not bad, is it? Okay, that's not bad at all, is it? Now, the final thing I need to do is, if I look on here, now I know that I've done virtually the same as what I had on here, right? So in this case, look, I'm just going to delete this. I don't want this. Delete that form. Delete that block. Okay. And here, I'm going to move this block further up. So I've got that block selected. Click on the arrow key. And it moves up over here. That's it. Save it. And we're going to go to publish. We can do the website. or the page. So let's just go to the website. Let's just publish the website. That's fine. And in a couple of minutes, you too will be able to go to that website, go to that page, and try the form. All right. So that's just saving all the other pages and so on. If I go here, let's see what it looks like. Has it been updated yet? And yeah, so this is the old one. Look, that's the more professional sounding one that I had done earlier. Let me refresh it again. And oh, look, that's the less professional one I've just shown you how to do. And enhance your reputation. Well, let's try it out. In this case, let's make it Adam, and let's put in a different email address. I don't know whether we're going to put in another email address. Let's try this one and submit. Oh, nearly ready. Please check your inbox. You'll receive a verification in a few minutes. Okay, well, let's go to GrooveCM. And, oh, by the way, because this is the account I use for the actual GrooveCM, it'll tell you every time somebody signs up, okay, on here. Right. So in a few minutes, that will turn to 26. Right. Now, in the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you this page here, and I'm going to show you, it says senders, forms, and you can see it's got forms on here. Automations we're not going to look at today, campaigns we're not going to look at, lists and lists. Reputation report, can you see that? Yeah, we created that, didn't we? All right, so look, in here, inbox, great. Just confirm your email address. Your download, the link is enclosed. Okay, here we go. Confirm by clicking on the link. Your email is confirmed, your report has been sent. Check your email. Great, okay. Well, it'll take a minute, but in the meantime, you can see if I refresh this particular list, it'll say number 1 now. And if I click on that number 1, Adam with that email address. Now remember, if I've added it onto other lists as well, like this one here, Adam and Johan, brilliant, well done. So you get the idea. Lists are there, tags, rep report, right there. Refresh it, contacts tagged. And there you go, that's okay, you get the idea. All right. So what you've done is you have gone through, super congrats, download link is enclosed, download it here. Download the PDF, and there it is, folks. There it is. Wow. Okay, we've gone a little bit over time, folks. Now, I tell you what we're going to do is, let me just confirm to you what we've actually just witnessed on there. And so if I just show you this, we've had, remember, I made the cake before the class. I showed you the cake, and then I showed you how to put it together, and then we made a new one, didn't we? Right? So we used forms, lists, tags, segments we didn't have a look at today. I'm going to ask Peter to have a look at in the next, in day 3 or day 4, a little bit more. Segments is a way in which you can take the data that you have, like names and email addresses, and then find information and then do something else with it, like send them an email. All right. So maybe somebody's downloaded the reputation report. Let's find everybody who segment that part of the database that you have, and then send them an email offering them a discount on a particular product or service that you're offering. Okay, we've had a look at the form application. That is big, isn't it? Isn't that a game changer for you? You know how to put a form on your website or your landing page and then make it work behind the scenes. We know the difference between single opt-in and double opt-in. Always go for double opt-in if possible. We looked at the basic editor and the way in which the file that we created was delivered. And yes, we looked at other parts of Groove tools like Groove Member and Groove Pages today, and the way things link up. Okay. Now, before I take any questions or before I finish, I'm going to show you what Peter is going to be covering in day 3. And that is to look at recipient setup, upload bulk contact list, create great looking email templates, broadcast emails to your list, and also a preface or introduction for day 4, big topic, sequences. Well, folks, it's been emotional. It's been a little bit longer than I thought it would take, but my apologies for that. However, that is the presentation for Groove Mail and creating forms for lead generation so that you can actually either give people access to a membership or to a report, a PDF, or some other goodie that they're willing to exchange their email address for. Karen, any questions? Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Nick, for that training. Really appreciate your insight in learning how to do those forms and getting that all together and connecting those to our Groove pages. So thank you very much for that training. Well, everyone, that winds it up for day 2. We do appreciate you coming onto the 5-day challenge. Well, tomorrow we're going to start at the same time. You can use the same link in order to get into the Zoom and be here live. And if you do have any questions, just ask them in the chat box. We'll be able to address them and to get them answered for you. So until next time, I do want to show you my screen, share my screen with you of what we have available. You can go to GrooveAsia.cm/events, and it's also in GrooveAsia.cm/resources, and just click on the calendar and you'll be able to see all the events that we have coming up next. We are here at the 5-day challenge. And for those of you who want to work on your Groove Mail and getting that set up, we do have the Power Hour that's going to be happening at 8 p.m. and that is EST here in East Coast United States. It is at 9 a.m. GMT plus 8 if you're over in Malaysia, Hong Kong, and that on that side of the world. So it's going to be in the next 2 hours. It'll be in the next 2 hours, and it's just a place where you could come and work on your Groove Mail and getting those things set up. We do work independently, so it's kind of like a study hall with that, and Tyra Hoyt hosts that. And that's coming up as next week. I wanted to show you have the e-commerce workshop that Peter's going to be doing. You heard from training from him from yesterday, and we're going to see him again this week. But those are all the things that have you can get access to at GrooveAsia.cm/resources, and just click on the calendar link and you'll have access to this page here. All right, well, that ends it for us. We do appreciate you guys coming and sharing this time with us. And Nick has a question.
Okay, are we taking questions, or is that going to be
I didn't have
some...
Okay, I didn't have see, Caroline has a question right now. I just saw that. Okay, when will the training be posted to YouTube? Caroline, as soon as we get this video rendered and chopped up, it'll be uploaded tonight or today. So just give me a few hours for this to download, render, and upload back up, and you will have it. It'll be posted on YouTube after the whole 5-day challenge is going to be put in the playlist under the 5-day challenges. Right now, under the playlist, the 5-day challenges from January is there already, and we're just going to continue at it on there. So once these 5 days are over, all 5 of the videos are going to be put under the playlist, under the 5-day challenge. So that you will have. And it'll also be uploaded onto the Facebook. Nick?
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of questions on here. Therefore, so we've got Derek. Derek says, I was okay until you mentioned the numbers and letters at the end of the confirmation. Right. What that is, and you can see on the website that I created, it actually says confirmation, and it's got some sort of random letters and numbers after it. Now, what happens is that what some people do with their funnels, now I don't do this, right? But some people do. At the last page, you know, the success URL, which I call confirmation, and then sometimes they actually have the download link on the actual page. Therefore, sometimes it's easy to guess if you're using the same sort of pattern to your pages. Sometimes it's easy to guess what the confirmation page is, and therefore people can go to that confirmation page by guessing it without giving you their email address or their other information that you're looking for. That's why I say randomize it. I just let my fingers do the walking for between 6 and 10 characters, and then it is what it is. Does that make sense? Feel free to come on the mic if you wish, Derek.
Yes, that makes sense. Thanks, Nick.
Okay, brilliant. Does anybody have any more questions or comments or observations, please?
I think we are good.
Okay, brilliant. I'd just like to say thank you to Peter in the background, to Karen, especially for running the show in the background. Thank you so much. Karen, all yours.
All right, and we're going to wind this up. So I do appreciate, again, for those who joined, those that are here, and see you again tomorrow.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.